You there, Daniel?
I am, but because of the Queensland time, you caught me in the car driving in traffic.
Okay, no worries at all. At least you're here. That's great. Right now, you're the representative Aussie that is on the call. Hopefully, we'll have a few more Aussies that join us soon. They're all looking rather busy at the moment.
Well, I've just been setting up a camper trailer, and then it just started raining like anything. So I'm wet, damp, in my car driving.
No worries. Well, look, for everyone that is here on time, I'm going to get started. So again, thank you to everyone for being here. And I can see so many faces on camera, which is really, really nice, especially when I get to see so many faces from New Zealand. Obviously, I'm actually based in Australia, but hopefully New Zealand will let me come over for a visit and do some workshops and some special events in the early new year. I'm thinking it's probably going to be more like March, April from how it looks. Obviously, the company is quite cautious with COVID, but I will get over there, I promise. When they hired me for this role, they very strictly said, we need you to spend time in New Zealand as well as time in Australia. So I will make it over there, I promise you.
Yes, welcome.
I'm looking forward to it. And I thought I would actually start off our celebration by having a look at the top 10 bestsellers for the year so far. Obviously, this doesn't include December, but it gives us a really good idea and a really good look at what actually are the best movers out of the product range. I know some people do actually get surprised by it. Maybe they've got a favorite and they think that's all that anyone ever buys. So let's have a look at the top 10 for the different countries. So to begin with, we're going to start with the Australian top 10. And in 10th place, there was actually Carbal. So nice to see it was a weight management product coming in at 10. 9 was our aloe vera drinking gel, which is actually quite popular. 8, we had a skincare product, which is our Colostrum Essence face masks. 7 was our K28, our Energy Plus powder. 6th place, we had Fibermax, which I know is very, very popular. 5th place was Shape Up Berries and Cream. We do tend to see that our berries and cream is the more popular flavor out of the two Shape Up. Obviously, it comes in chocolate as well, but we definitely sell a lot more of the berries and cream, and I know it's my favorite as well. In 4th place came the RDA, so the multivitamin, again, a very popular product. 3rd place was the Q10, and that was a little bit of a surprise actually, but fantastic to see that one of our nutritional vitamin products is actually coming in at the top 3. 2nd place, no surprise there, was Ultra Diet 2. And 1st place, of course, it's Lifeline. So I can just see some more people jumping in. I'm just letting the Aussies are joining us now. Like I said, guys, they all apologize for being late. So let's have a look now at the top 10 for New Zealand. So coming in at 10th place, it was the aloe vera soothing gel. Okay, so this is what you use for your burn, your sunburn, hot day. It's a beautiful product and it is actually quite popular. 9th place came the K28. 8th place was the aloe vera drinking gel. 7th was Immufort. 6th was the RDA multivitamin. 5 was Fibermax. 4 was the Q10. So again, still quite popular in both countries. 3rd was the UD2. 2nd was the colostrum tablets. And 1st, of course, the Lifeline. So some similarities between both countries with the top 10, but not exactly the same, which is very interesting to see. And what I thought would be a nice thing to look at is basically from our 2 best-selling cans, what are our numbers looking like from last year compared to this year? Obviously, we've gone through a lot of changes in the last 12 months. Obviously, I started this role as the sales manager for both countries in February. And before February, unfortunately, there was no sales manager really taking care of the countries, making sure that they got the training and the promotions and just that support that they needed. So we have seen a lot of growth in the last 12 months. I'm of course not saying that's because of me, but what I'm saying is that we've actually really rapidly grown in the last 12 months. We've got a lot more members than we did in 2020. We've got a lot more development as well. So a lot more people realizing that they can be more than just a customer, that they can actually go on to earn a little bit of side income, you know, just by sharing a few things with family and friends. And then we've actually had a lot more people realize that they can earn a really decent income by having this as their side gig or their side hustle. So let's have a look at how 2020 compared to 2021. So for our Ultra Diet 2, in New Zealand, in 2020, they sold 561 cans of the Ultra Diet 2, and 2021, 784 cans. So that's up nearly 40% on last year. And that's a really, really strong result. Obviously, the weight management products, and particularly the Ultra Diet 2, they actually do very well in New Zealand. And we do find that there is more of a need for our weight management products in the New Zealand market compared to the Australian market. The Australian market is a lot more focused on the Alpha Lipid Lifeline. But if we look at Australia, so Australia in 2020 only sold 191 cans of the Ultra Diet 2, and 2021 they sold 401. So that's an increase over 100%. But as you can see, the number of cans is still lower than what it is in New Zealand. That's something as well that we really want to change. New Zealand has shown, and we all know, that our Ultra Diet 2 and our weight management pack is actually a proven program for weight loss. It is very successful. We have a lot of really strong testimonials out there, and we would really like it to be just as popular in Australia as it is in New Zealand. But of course, we want both countries to really maximize this product and to realize its full potential, that it really is a business within a business. At the moment, we're finding we have some people that really run their business off Alpha Lipid Lifeline, and then we've got some people that really run their business off the weight management. Now, of course, I would always say the prime situation you want to be in is where you've got a little from column A and a little from column B. So then when we look at our cans of Alpha Lipid Lifeline, which is obviously our best-selling product, so New Zealand in 2020 sold over 15,000 cans. And in 2021, they sold over 16,000 cans. So that is an increase of nearly 9%, which is wonderful to see. And of course, this is the best-selling product. This is what we have the highest demand for. And I would say at the moment, nearly 80% of our sales come from this one product alone. For Australia, now they had very exciting results. In 2020, they sold just over 29,000 cans of Lifeline. And this year, it actually went up to over 57,000 cans of Lifeline. So a huge increase there for Australia this year. I know a lot of that had to do with the big recruiting and sponsoring that they did this year in Australia, and that a lot of that came from members and distributors that are very focused on this product and the demand for this product. But what these results say to me, which is really exciting, is that we grew. We grew in both product categories, in colostrum and in the weight management. And that's what's really exciting. And when I look at, well, if I started this role in February and where we were and the numbers we were doing in February to where we are now, the growth has been tremendous in a short amount of time. And it does make me very excited then for what's going to happen in 2022. What do the next 12 months hold? Because if we've able to grow this much this year, well, imagine what we can do in another year's time. So I would actually really like to ask the man in the Santa hat to say a few words, Ross Chandler. Ross Chandler is an absolute champion and a true ambassador for our weight management program in New Zealand. I know that many of you already know Ross, and maybe you've been introduced to New Image through Ross and via our weight management program, because he has an amazing testimonial, and he's creating a really amazing movement in New Zealand about weight management, weight loss, and living healthy. So Ross, I'd love to hand it over to you to speak for a few minutes. Is that okay?
Yeah, sure. Yep. Thanks, Emma. Well, firstly, great to see so many familiar faces on the call. Well done, guys. Excellent that everyone made an effort to get on the call. Good to see some of the leaders from Australia as well. So I look forward to hearing from you in a bit. My history, I was involved with the company back in around about 95, 96, something like that. And I was based in Auckland, and I've got up to what was then a manager level. Then I went off to live in England, and stayed over there. I went for 2 years and ended up staying 22. So New Image didn't exist over there. I did other things with my life, and then I came back a few years ago to live back in New Zealand. While I was away, I put on, as you can see on the picture on the left, it's not pretty, I put on a lot of weight, and I didn't really come back to be a New Image distributor. While I was away, I had kept an eye on the company. I'd met with Graham, the chairman, when he was in London, from our previous connections. And I never really forgot about the company, but it wasn't something that I came back to do. I really went to see him at the beginning of the year because I had 20 kilos I needed to shift, and that was the best way to do it because the products are phenomenal. The weight loss program it was amazing 25 years ago, and it's even more amazing now because 25 years ago, everyone thought it was witchcraft. You know, how could we possibly eat fats and ignore carbs and cut out fruit? And it was quite a tough sell because you were educating people. And now we've got aisles in the supermarket telling us there's keto aisles, there's keto cookbooks. Everywhere you go online, it's keto, keto, keto. So a lot of work's been done for us educating the public, and what they now need to understand is how to do it properly. Because a lot of people say they're doing keto and they haven't got a clue what they're doing. They don't use the sticks, they don't use fiber, they're just doing low carb. So but a lot of that education's done for us. But I originally just came back to lose the weight. I got on the program. I'd already lost quite a bit, but I'd got a bit stuck. And I went to what I knew, which was the ultra diet, and that combined with some exercise. And I shifted the last probably half, maybe 12 kgs on the product, which was the easiest lot. And then a lot of people started commenting that how much weight I'd lost, how quickly I'd done it, what was I doing? And I looked around me, and 8 out of 10 people were overweight. And I thought, this was a great business 25 years ago. And now it's 38 companies, 38 years old. It's got no debt. It's proven in 18 countries. And there's no, as you can see from this call, there's a couple of some very senior Australian leaders on here, and then there is our fledgling, nice young team. And guys, there's 2 countries there, and it's ours to go and build. And that's what got me excited. The weight loss is phenomenal. The colostrum products are phenomenal, and there's no one doing it. And that's what got me excited. So started getting some people on the weight loss program to prove that it works, build a story, and that's what we've really been doing the last couple of months. And we've got some great stories happening. There's a couple of people on this call. Giovanni's just about he'll probably tomorrow or the next day you're going to hit your 10K mark, which is amazing, and that's in a really short time. Gemma, phenomenal. I think 10% of Gemma's lost 10% of her body weight already. And I know, and Andy's been on the program 6 days and lost 6 kilos. So he's just smashed our New Zealand record for weight, our team record for weight loss. Giovanni had 6 days. Andy pipped him in 5. So it's been really exciting. And then you've got Daniel we've been watching Daniel on the 30-day challenge from Australia. Awesome results. So we've got these stories to tell. And we've got just so many people that need the product, and there's no one to get it to them. So what we need to do next year is to get the distribution mechanism, which is the networking and talking to people, and get that product moving up and down both countries. And it starts on this call, really. This is where the leaders are. Because if they're not on this call, then they're not leading. So, and that's it.
Well, thank
Anything you wanted to ask, Emma?
Oh, look, I know that most of the people on the call already know you and you know, have realized what you started. And when I say you started a movement in New Zealand, that really is what you have started, which is very exciting. The thing that always I just found so amazing was your passion that just purely came from helping people and living healthy and weight loss. And that's what drives you. And clearly it's infectious because others have been able to see that, not only just your transformation, but also that you're happy to teach others, you're happy to share with others how they can live a healthy life and, you know, achieve their weight loss goals as well. So it's been an absolute joy to watch your journey. And when I look at where you started in just September, you know, in terms of brand new back in the business after a very long hiatus, and then you know, not even on Facebook, and, you know, didn't know how to do anything on Facebook. And then when I look at where you've come in such a short amount of time, how many team members you connected with in such a short amount of time, and how many customers you've been able to attract in such a short amount of time, it does really prove that there is a very big opportunity, especially in New Zealand. I know it exists in Australia as well, and you've been able to find a way to tap into that market and, you know, create a little empire for yourself that you love. You know, you really do love what you do, and it shows in everything that you say. So we love having you on the team, Ross, and I'm very excited to obviously continue working with you and meet all of your team in 2022 and really help you achieve that weight loss movement all throughout New Zealand, and hopefully we can bring it over to Australia too.
Thanks, Emma. Can I just add one thing? Very quickly, obviously we've got Lara and Kimmy on the call who've been running our Facebook groups and organising some of the walking groups and that. And so they're both, you know, groups have been out today. And of course we've got Ty and Nock on the call, who is in this bizarre world of COVID. We've had all this communication together and we've met online, and we've never actually met each other face to face yet. But Ty and Nock have been doing a brilliant job down in Wellington and sponsoring out from there. So I'm looking forward to actually being able to meet up with the rest of the team. But I think at this point, on behalf of everybody, because I'm going to shut up now, I want to just raise a Christmas glass, if you've all got one, to Emma, because those sales numbers that you saw, the business has doubled this year. And it's not a coincidence that that's when Emma started. And there's no way that I would have the business that I've got already if it wasn't for Emma helping me, because I hadn't even used Facebook a month or 6 weeks ago. I didn't even have an account. And now I'm bombarding you 10 times a day. I blame her. But a Christmas toast, I think, to an awesome year for New Image, both sides of the ditch, and largely, you know, all to do with Emma and her help for us all. So thanks, Emma.
Oh,
Cheers,
it's definitely not from me, but thank you very much. Thank you. And that maybe perhaps just a cheers and a celebration to everyone, and hopeful for what 2022 is going to bring to us all, which is very exciting. Okay, so thank you so much for sharing that, Ross. I really do appreciate it. And again, it's wonderful to see what you have achieved in such a short amount of time. And I know with your guidance and your leadership, everyone in your team is just going to achieve greatness as well. So very exciting stuff. And as promised, I did want to make today a little bit of fun and obviously reward people who wanted to jump on and have this little celebration with me. So I'm going to do a lucky draw. And if you have never experienced a lucky draw via Zoom, a virtual lucky draw before, well, I'm going to teach you now. What I actually did was, as everyone has been joining the call, I put their names into my lucky draw cup. So I madly wrote them all down and they're in my cup. And I'm actually going to draw out a couple of winners. So our lucky draw prizes today, I've got 2 of the Age Defiant Telomere Serum that I'll be posting to you as a reward. So our first winner of the lucky draw prize is Kimmy. So Kimmy, you have won a telomere serum. Congratulations. I'll have to get your address details so I can post that over to you. Nice little treat for Christmas. And I'll draw one more winner. Okay. Second winner. Oh, would you look at that? It's Ross Chandler. And
can't sit that.
Ross, congratulations. Bit of skincare. Every man needs a bit of skincare. Keep you looking nice and young and fresh. So congratulations, Ross. You're the second winner of the lucky draw prize. And stay tuned because there will be one more lucky draw at the end as well. Okay, so let's keep going. So some sponsoring and development growth. So I was able to pull up some numbers because, again, I want to be transparent with everyone in my team. I don't want to hide any information. I want everyone to be able to celebrate and understand the real numbers of our business because we're working together here. So I want to be able to show you. Let's look at just June to November 2020 versus 2021. Now, the wonderful thing is that I know you can all see a plus for every single category. And this is really, if we think about it, where has our growth come from in the last 12 months? It's come from a lot of sponsoring. It's come from sharing. So if we look at new members, so just brand new members that joined our business. So Australia actually had an huge increase of 421%. New Zealand even had a little increase of 1.8%, but I know that can be massively improved in 2022 for New Zealand. New Zealand is really on the rise. They've started to rapidly grow in the last few months, which is very exciting.
The camera up high.
I'm just going to mute you, Daniel. Okay. Now, new supervisors. So new supervisors, again, Australia had a lovely big increase there, over 440%. And New Zealand actually had a nice increase there as well, up 44% on prior year. And for new managers, and this is really, I guess, the exciting level because it is from manager when you've started to team build. Part of the requirement of being a manager is you do have to have your 2 supervisors. You've started to build your network. You're now creating large network volume. And so Australia had an increase of over 800%, which is absolutely huge to see. We had that many people that were sponsoring, that were developing, and that were on that career path. Manager is really that first step when you're saying, yeah, I'm interested in this. Yeah, I think I'm going to keep sharing and I'm going to try and make this a business. New Zealand even had a lovely increase as well, up 266% on prior year, which is absolutely amazing. As for brand new executives, Australia's increase there really is incredible, up 400% on prior year. And New Zealand even had an increase as well, with an additional brand new executive. So remember, this is just from June to November. It doesn't count the other months. This was just the snapshot I was able to take. And the main thing that I wanted everyone to see is that every single category for both countries had an increase. Yes, New Zealand still has a little way to go to be able to achieve those type of increases in growth that Australia has, but we absolutely know it's achievable. We've identified some really key players in New Zealand who do want to grow, who do see the business opportunity. And now that we've got support, we've got all the tools to help that growth continue. We're very excited to see what New Zealand is going to bring. And Australia, wow, continued growth. Who knows where Australia is going to get to in 2022? They just keep growing and growing month on month, which is very exciting. So not only did we have an increase in our product sales of our best-selling cans, we had a really great increase in both countries of our development and our sponsoring. And this is the real exciting part. So of course, also some recognition. We had some new Ruby executives this year. We actually had 5 in total. We had Dang, Lu, Lin, Zhao, and Na, who all achieved Ruby Executive this year, which is a fantastic result. And I know they're all still climbing that career path and really focused on getting up to that next level of Emerald. This year we had 2 new Emerald executives, and that was Nina Pham and Annie Nguyen. Both of these women are really dedicated to their businesses. They grow fantastic networks. They are very focused on sharing and development and beautiful leaders in the company. And then most excitedly, we actually had 3 new Diamond executives this year. Now, this was incredible. Diamond executive is the highest rank in our career path. So this really is the pinnacle of the New Image career, where you really built a very successful business. You've got a large network that you are supporting. And this is now, you look at this as your future. It's no longer just your little side hustle. This is earning you substantial income. So we want to give a very special congratulations, Vivian, Daniel, and Tan, who were our brand new Diamond executives in 2021. To have 3 in 1 year in such a short amount of time is incredible. And I'd love to ask, Daniel, I can see that you're driving and I really don't want to be responsible for you crashing the car. So I'm going to ask Tan. Tan, if you're there, do you mind unmuting yourself? I'd love you just to say a few words to everyone while you're here.
Hello, Emma. Yeah, I'm just so excited from the background, ready to see on the number. Australia on the growing, and oh my goodness, like 400%, 800 something percent, nearly even up to 1000% of growing up in supervisor and managers. Just so excited. Yeah. So 2021 has been a challenging year with the ongoing pandemic, and given the lockdown, the economic activity slowed down. However, I think we have achieved a milestone in building a sustainable business, even in this lockdown time. And to sum up, the tremendous support that I have from the company, especially from Pauline and to Emma, I really agree with the growth. Emma has supported me a lot. You know, every time I need anything from the company on the challenging, the price going up, the shipping price going up, that's a lot of challenge to be happen in just 1 year. And every time that I need help, the company is always there. Emma is always there in order to give me a hand to help support my team in every way that she can. Thank you so much. Yeah. I cannot wait for a more growing and prosperous 2022. Just looking at the number now, I expect my income should double in 2022. Looking at the growth going up now, I can find much potential in other countries as well. So just a little bit reminding for all the members in here, don't just focus on Australia or even New Zealand, because we are holding an international membership at the moment. So if you have friends or family member in other country where New Image are located, you can start sharing the story and then working with them as well. They can be part of your team as well. Yeah. Thank you, Emma. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Tan. Definitely appreciate that, and thank you for those kind words. And for those who don't know Tan, or maybe you haven't heard Tan's story before, when I first started in February, Tan was obviously not a diamond and reached out and always made it clear, I want to become a diamond, I want to be an executive, and I've got big goals, but you know, Tan obviously was missing that support from the company side to be able to help her to get there and give her some guidance and support along the way. And then Tan's upline, Pauline, who was incredible as well. And we just, you know, gave Tan some tools and some training. And I will never forget Tan telling me that her goal at the time, at the start of the year, was to just earn $1,000 a month from New Image. That was her goal. Her income goal was $1,000 a month. And then when I you know, can only imagine you know, what Tan is earning now, obviously, yeah, a lot more than $1,000 a month. Tan, I don't want to share with everyone your income, but I know you've had some amazing commission results there throughout the year. And when I just love that story, that your goal was so small and how far you've grown since then. And really it has been your dedication, your network growth, and how you take care of your team and your customers that has enabled you to grow as big as you have this year. And I know you'll only keep growing next year, which is very exciting. So congratulations. Daniel, I was going to ask you to say a few words, but if you're still, oh, you're not driving anymore? I can see you, but I can't hear you, Daniel. I can hear you now.
There you go. I finally finished my drive and I'm back. So I just got caught in a thunderstorm putting up a camper trailer. So coming back to being on time, and of course there was a car accident that caused the whole traffic to slow down. So my afternoon's timing was horrible. So I'm excited. What a fantastic year. What fantastic growth, and what a fantastic Emma. And just to bring Ross up to date, I'm now 51 kilograms lighter than when I started on my journey. So but I'm really aiming by the time I get to February for royalty that there'll be hardly anything left of me. So the good thing is I can now see my toes and they're all happy. So I'm a real dedicated person to our weight loss program. And like Ross has also said, there's more to keto than just eating low carb. And so many people forget there's exercise, forget there's drinking water, forget there's fiber that you need, and there's so many things. And the best thing about New Image is the whole business within the business. Yes, Alpha Lipid is our #1 selling product. We're have made our mark with the Alpha Lipid product, but you know, we got whole skincare product range. We've also got the weight loss, and the weight loss is when I was first introduced to the company quite a few years ago. Graham, through the help of Graham, and also Pauline was right there at the beginning. We focused on the weight loss program here in Australia, and we've got a lot of success stories. And I was one of these people that lost a lot of weight, but also put a lot of weight back on because I got into a lot of bad habits. And so now it's all about coming back. But what is really fantastic is that finally we got movement in Australia again. Finally, after 38 years of being in the wilderness, Australia is coming alive. And we've got a lot to thank Tan and Vivian and Pauline especially. Like, what they've done is that they've tapped into the Vietnamese community and they've gone and run with it. And like, it's so exciting and amazing, and you know how fast they've grown. And so now we have other opportunities in Australia. You know, we've got opportunities to reach out to the Korean people. We've got opportunities through weight loss to reach out to the Australians and go, dear Australians, you need to lose a bit of weight. There's lots of opportunities out there for us. And so with growth and with strength, there's also comes a confidence. You can be confident now with Emma in the background and with Paul and Rod in the background, You got confidence that the company is going to support us, and confidence that we can go forth and speak to people and go, look, we've been around for 38 years. We're not a fly-by-night company. We pay great commissions. There's ability to earn good money. Our product has got the test of time behind it. It's no miracle drinking water. It's not a miracle substance. It's stuff that has been proven to work. So that's what I like. So I take my hats off to the growth. It's been phenomenal for me. Like, I hop in my back office and I see, wow, we've got another 10 people, another 5 people. And also it's to reach out to the people that you've already been in touch with years ago, you know, or talk to, you know, go, hey, we're still here and we're still going. So I just like to thank everyone out there that's a part of this group and is part of this movement. You know, 2022 is going to be an exciting year, especially when we can get out there and actually meet people and visit and have meetings and show the growth and just set of numbers on a computer screen. So thank you for listening to me ramble on. But I can tell you this much now, get on board with the keto weight management. It works. It really, really works. Get on board with the colostrum, use the product. And that's the one thing that I constantly say over and over. The only way that you can be a great ambassador is if you are a person that is using the product, and that every day you say, I use this product and this is how I feel and this is the result. Ross is amazing. He looks absolutely amazing from the photograph to what he is now. You know, it just shows. Use the product, live the product, and people will just believe you as well. So thank you for listening to me. Thank you, Emma, for your great support. And thank you, Pauline Young, with you floating around in the background. I can't see you at the moment. But thank you, Pauline, for your great support as well. Cheers.
Thank you so much, Daniel. And I know even just when I look at your photo there, and then when I look at you on video, I can see you've lost a lot of weight. You know, so I know you're going through this huge transformation. I'm sure New Image is going to be contacting you and yeah, saying they'd like to share some of your photos as well, because your transformation has been incredible. So thank you so much for sharing and for being also a great leader who is willing to share his knowledge, and you're always so positive and motivated. It's a pleasure to have you as part of the team. So we, of course, held our first royalty, which was a combined royalty for Australia and New Zealand since 2017. So this was a biggie. Obviously, there are a lot of members, managers and executives who didn't even know what a royalty was, who had never earned a royalty bonus. So for us to be able to hold our first royalty in such a long time, this was a very, very special moment. Obviously, it was something we really worked towards to make sure we had our minimum qualifiers, to ensure we had a minimum of 10 qualifiers for a royalty bonus and minimum of 10 for a country pool bonus. We actually ended up exceeding that, and we had some fantastic results. We ended up having 13 blue sash achievers who took home a royalty bonus, 5 achievers of a red sash royalty bonus, 10 achievers of a gold sash bonus, and that is the highest level of the royalty bonus to take home a gold sash. That means you're taking home a quite a decent cash bonus there. And then we actually had 16 achievers of the country pool bonus, and that is exciting. The country pool bonus obviously is a slightly harder criteria. You do have to be a silver executive or above to be able to earn that one. So to see 16 achievers between the countries take home a country pool bonus is very exciting. Obviously, the achievers were from both Australia and New Zealand for all of our categories. And it was a wonderful event for people to be able to take home a royalty bonus that have been in the business for many years and have never been able to take one home before. So this was a really special event for us. The fantastic thing is that now that we've had the growth, we've got the numbers up, we have more managers now. We actually have more than enough qualifiers to be able to hold our next royalty event. Our next royalty will be held in February, and the royalty current royalty period ends at the end of January. Now, to earn a royalty bonus, you do have to be at a manager level or above. And we actually have royalty training. If you do want to learn more about that, we've got recorded training sessions where I go through all of the criteria step by step to be able to take home a royalty bonus. But the most exciting thing is that this bonus program the company puts on is obviously cash bonus, and it actually runs every 4 months. And that's what's great. It's every 4 months that you can earn this extra cash bonus, and it's uncapped. So you can earn a huge bonus, you can start quite small, but you can do it every 4 months. So this is very exciting, and I can't wait till our next royalty event in February. Now, of course, we actually also even had our royalty queen of our royalty event, and that was Pauline Young. And this was very, very special. Obviously, Australia and New Zealand had not had a queen of royalty in a very long time. And for those of you who don't know, Pauline achieved Diamond Executive last year. Pauline has been in the business for many years. I think it's about 6 years, and has really been responsible for the huge growth in Australia, and was a huge support and a huge leader for her team and her network. Pauline, if you're there, I'd love you to share just a few words with everyone if you're happy to.
No.
I'll force you to.
Yeah, no, look, it's been a wonderful, wonderful journey. And like building the business slowly, steadily. And it was not an easy journey when we first started. There wasn't much sales happening in Australia. And Australia was very much behind the ball compared to the other countries that had already been on with New Image. So it was a task and a half, but it just, blossomed, and it just took off from there. And I was, really thrilled that I did what I did and stuck to it, even though when we first got introduced to New Image, it was on the weight management. Australians are very hard to get onto the weight management, but eventually there's quite a bit of sales that's happening. But then we had some really good networking people that started with me. Tan, way back when, she started with me, and we worked together for quite a long time. And every time, I had issues with not being able to understand the language, because, as you know, the Vietnamese are very, very product orientated. They absolutely love the product. So it made it easy, but the language barrier was very, very hard. And Tan was there for me to do that. And then I was there to help her along as she was growing. It did take a little while, but then, oh my God, she just blossomed, and just, that was it. She was off and racing, and it was just absolutely wonderful. But through the earlier years, it was Daniel. And if he hadn't have put up with my whinging and, not understanding, how do I do this and how do I do that? If he wasn't there to handle that part of it, I don't think I would have stuck to it. But I did, and it all worked out. And now, being the queen of royalty was an absolute achievement that I didn't think was ever going to happen, because, the company didn't even know when I became diamond. I was just this silent little diamond in the background that nobody even knew about, not even an email to say, wow, you became diamond. So to go from that to what we are now, and having royalty events and having such a wonderful team and everything, it is just mind-blowing. And believe me, I am not a networker by a long shot, but I do see things that when businesses and that are going, and I've just absolutely loved it. And when you're actually really proud of the product and you use the product and you know how much it's been for you, you become your own testimonial. And it is just, yeah, look, what else can I say? But congratulations to everyone. Everyone in my team has contributed to me being where I am, and Tan being where she is, Vivian being where she is, and all of us, and Daniel being where he is just, yeah, we've all helped each other, and we've all, bounced ideas and, done things that we've all been together. And without Emma coming on board, we still wouldn't have had our own royalty. So, I mean, yeah, I think it's just the last couple of years has just been absolute brilliant growth, brilliant being a part of this team, and some brilliant people that have been on board with us all. So Merry Christmas to everybody. And 2022, here we come. So looking forward to it.
Thank you so much for sharing that, Pauline. And I know that obviously a lot of people on this call are brand new, very new to the business, or have maybe only been in the business for the last 12 months. And you are someone that has withstood time. You've had many challenges, I know, throughout your new image journey. And I'm hoping that the last 12 months, there's been slightly less challenges, that we've obviously been able to grow. We've been able to celebrate the huge expansion of your business, and obviously achieving the Queen of Royalty at our first royalty event in such a long time is a very, very special achievement. It's something I'm incredibly proud of you for, and you are such a great leader. If you speak to any of Pauline's downline in her network, they all say she's great support. She's always there. She always answers the phone. She's happy to guide you. She's happy to help train you. And that's how Pauline has really been able to start this huge growth in Australia, because she's a fantastic leader. So congratulations to you again, Pauline. It really was very well deserved. Okay, so just a recap as well, I wanted to show some other back-end things that we changed this year, which were also positive changes for Australia and New Zealand. Obviously, we changed our enrolment kit. So again, if you're new, you may not realize this, but we did have an older style enrolment kit, not quite as nice. I would say personally, not quite as jazzy. Obviously, it was just a bag and some literature. And we had that enrolment kit for, I want to say, many years, for quite a long time. And then we got to upgrade that. I believe that started in August, to our brand new enrolment kit, which has a better branded bag, which is a cooler bag, a shaker. It's got a colostrum essence, a sachet sample as well, a member's pin, a card. So a lot of love and effort went into designing this new kit. I hope that everyone enjoys it, and we do get good feedback about it. I know I don't want to go backwards. I don't think the old kit is very exciting. I want to stay with this kit, and maybe in future even bigger and better kits than this. But so this was a true achievement in the back end as well, that we got for both Australia and New Zealand. And I know that lots of the other new image countries have seen our kit and have or they've been requesting to me, can you send us examples of your kit? We really like what you've done there, and they want to copy it. So we've started a great movement there. We also got to launch the Executive Recognition Program. This is very unique to Australia and New Zealand. No other new image countries have anything like this. And this is where, if you achieve executive rank or above for the first time, you get a tangible reward, just to signify and to recognize what you have achieved. And this started only on the 1st of November. It's running until at least June, but will probably continue after that as well. But it's something that I really felt was lacking from the company, that when you achieve an executive rank, that is a very special moment. And it's nice to have something that personally signifies what you have achieved. So we got some merchandise branded especially for these levels. And again, this is something very unique, only in Australia and New Zealand for now. I know many other countries will like it and will probably want to adapt this later on, but this is something only we have at the moment. They're trialing it in our countries, but I think it's a lovely program and something that I know I want executives to be proud of when they do have something to show what they have achieved. I just wanted to give a very last minute reminder as well that we do have these Christmas promotional packs. So please don't forget, you can order them only until the 31st of December. They obviously all have savings. They're basically buy two, get one free. So they are good value. They are only limited packs. And I know that skincare pack has been selling quite well because it is very generous. So just keep in mind, you can only order them up until December 31st online via the online portal. So just a last minute reminder about our lovely Christmas pack promotions. So as promised before the end, I want to do one more lucky draw for you all. 2 more chances to take home a Defiant Telomere Serum. I've got my raffle cup. Who will our lucky winner be? Let me pull out a name. Nina. Nina is a winner. Nina, you there? Yes. Yay.
Hello.
Congratulations, Nina. You're a winner of our lucky draw.
Thank you. I'm so lucky.
And our last winner for today will be Lara. Congratulations, Lara. You'll be taking home a serum. Congratulations to our 4 winners of our lucky draw. And before I finish up, obviously, I want to say a very big thank you to all of you for joining this call. I didn't think we would have that many people join. So those of you who have joined, considering how busy of the time of year it is, I'm very appreciative of. And I want all of you to know just how proud of all of you I am for the growth that we have achieved in the last 12 months. It has been quite a journey for all of us, I think. We've had challenges along the way. We've grown and learned a lot in the last 12 months, which is why I'm very excited for what next year will hold, because I definitely feel we've done a lot of learning, a lot of growing this year, and we can implement all of what we've learned, all of what we've grown with this year into next year, and to double, triple again in 2022. I think what has really been clear and what I've shown today is that growth is possible. And I think for a very, very long time, there were doubts about the growth and what was possible in Australia and New Zealand. And as I always say, let's prove them wrong. We're going to prove them wrong. We're going to put Australia and New Zealand on the map again. And in the last 12 months, that is exactly what we have done. We're now definitely key players up there with the Philippines and Malaysia. Everyone wants to know what's happening in Australia and New Zealand. And I'm really, really proud of that. I'm really proud of the hard work that you have all put into the business. I'm proud of the results that you're having and the fact that you're proud of our products and willing to share that with others. That's really the key and the heart of this business. If you are consuming these products and you're happy with the results and you're proud to share it, then we're really creating something fantastic here, because all of these products are about health. Some of them really can be life-changing. So it's an absolute pleasure to have you all here and to be working with every one of you. I'm very lucky and get to say that I love my job. And if I didn't love it, then I wouldn't be able to do the things that I do and be very happy to be working with all of you. So I'm grateful to be in this role, just like I know some of you are grateful to be able to work with me. So thank you very much. I want to wish you all a very Merry Christmas and a very Happy New Year. Just so that you know, I am taking a little break. I'm taking next week off, and then I will be back to work as normal in early January, on January 4th. But of course, you know me, I've got my phone on me. So if you need me, you can always give me a text. You can always send me an email. You know I'm going to be checking it. So of course I am reachable. And to finish off with a quote, I just wanted to say the best way to predict the future is to create it. And I love that quote by Abraham Lincoln, because I know many of the people on the call, I can see you did create your futures. When I think of where Tan started at the start of the year, where she is now, Tan created that. When I look at where Ross was in September and where Ross is now, he created that. So that we've proven, it's proven. If you want to change your future, if you want to have something small on the side, or if you want something big, if you're dreaming about something bigger, paying off that mortgage, having flexibility with your income, or maybe you just really like helping people and helping people be healthy. Maybe that's what gives you satisfaction. Well, that is all possible, but you've got to go out and create it. 100%, I will be there every step of the way to help support you along that journey, but you've got to be the one that puts your hand up and says, yeah, Emma, I want this. And then we can do it together and make sure you achieve it together. So that's it from me for 2021. I can't wait to see you all in 2022. We will start off January quite early with a Welcome Back January Zoom event. You will receive an email letting you know those details, just where I obviously welcome everyone back. And we touch on what's going to be coming up in January. So have a wonderful afternoon, everyone. A very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And if you want to unmute yourselves and say a few words, you are, of course, welcome to. But from me, I want to say goodbye.
Thanks, Emma. Wonderful year. You're a wonderful
Merry
person.
Christmas, everyone.
Yeah, Merry Christmas, everybody, and stay safe.
Okay. Thanks, Emma.
Thanks, everyone. Have a Merry Christmas.
Thanks, Emma.
Thanks,
Merry Christmas.
Emma.
Wonderful New Year. Merry
Merry
Christmas.
everyone.
Right.
Yay!
I'll see you all for the beach walk at 7:15 tomorrow morning.
Don't drink too much bubbly. Ross is going to be expecting you all on time.
Yeah.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.
Bye.